build you up. And that's why when you would read those Epstein files, what make them so predatory, or when I watched a documentary from 4 or 5 years ago, you notice that there's a very specific type of person that they preyed on.
No, absolutely.
And West Palm, he would go over to West Palm, and that's where the trailer parks are at.
Yeah.
That's where they're
low income housing.
Young ladies who don't have fathers, don't have mothers,
families.
Some have ran away.
Yep.
So they're the people that society, because our society is so superficial, they're going to look and think billionaire good, poor person bad.
Right.
Which James tells us not to do that in the Bible, by the way. Don't let the rich man sit up front and make the poor person sit in the back. That's what James said. But society does that.
Yeah, it's opposite.
Society does that. So then those young ladies say, this billionaire did this to me, and we think there's no way that billionaire would exchange his morality to do this to you. You're the liar. We're finding out that those young ladies weren't liars.
Wow.
We're finding out that those young ladies weren't liars, and it shows how the world really views people with money and people without money. So I'm saying all of that to go back to the original point. Like, their desire to have money and be secure and be around somebody that's popular, like, that's not the issue.
Okay. No, I'm with you.
The issue is one, those young ladies first were preyed upon by someone who was taking and manipulating that desire and breaking it for his own satisfaction.
Yeah. And just to be clear, I wasn't saying that the ladies had a desire to be famous or rich, but just correlating it with myself and the want to fame, and maybe having to exchange my or coming with the decision to exchange my humanity or my sexuality in order to gain this popularity or this financial status.
But it's very much the same.
No, absolutely.
When you think about it, so let's talk about, if we want to go from the art perspective, let's talk about the people that Diddy grabbed.
For sure.
He grabbed people that wanted an opportunity.
Yeah.
They wanted an opportunity. And then he sits, and it would seem that he sits in front of them and says, well, how bad do you want it?
Right. Or you don't want it bad enough if you ain't da-da-da-da.
Yeah. So now you have to think, and I think, people like that get off on making you choose to drop your morals and your comfortability to please them. That's the thing they get off on. It's not the sex.
It's not the sex.
The sex or the act is a vehicle. It's a vehicle to get the real job done, which is, I want you to break. Wrong. And I want to experience you breaking.
Wow. That's their sex in a sense.
Yeah. I want to experience you breaking. That's where the humiliation comes from.
Right. That's the humiliation ritual.
So on and so forth.
That's interesting. And I think, and I wanted to talk about it from that perspective, because when I was seeing it on Twitter, when I was seeing it on Threads, when I was seeing it on YouTube, that was one of the first thoughts I had. Like, man, like, at the end of the day, I'm grateful that God kept me